Hey guys, I've made a lot of community meetings so far. So I wanted to write down my experiences, what works good and what doesn't work good in a community meeting. So that's the community meetings how to. Well, first of all, if you want to have a good meeting, a good preparation is key. And this is a bit tricky because, of course, preparation needs some effort, some energy. So if you don't want to put this in, it's also fine, but it makes the meeting just simpler. So to have a good time frame, a good agenda where the people are sending in their points, what they want to talk about. So it's clear in advance what is going to be the topic of this meeting. So send out an agenda. Send out a starting time, of course. When are we gonna meet? And for me personally, it's always good to be punctual, and punctual means being 5 minutes before even the time starts. So if it starts at 3 o'clock, the meeting, I'm there at 5 before 3 o'clock, just to get in, just to sit down, and then you can start really sharply at 3 o'clock. So be punctual. Punctuality makes meetings easier, believe me. Maybe it's also good to have an end time for people to know, okay, it's from 3 till 5 is going to be the meeting, and we have this time frame, and at 5 I can leave from this meeting. It's very useful to have an end time in advance, so the meeting doesn't just go on, and then people want to leave and get frustrated and so on. So this keeps you from getting frustrated. Sometimes, and we're talking now about the meeting itself, sometimes a talking stick is a good advice, like one stick and only the person who has the stick speaks and all the others are listening. Makes it sometimes easier. Maybe to have a person who is taking the words and he says, okay, you, and now you talk. We had this and this worked out quite good. And of course, maybe someone who has the agenda, and it's possible to have two people. One who has the agenda and who says, okay, this is the next point. So he's responsible about the content. And one who's only moderating between the people, only saying, okay, it's your turn. Turn. That's also a bit tricky, but I think it works quite well. There's one principle which you could, there are more than those principles, but one is the principle KISS, keep it short and simple. So if you come to a meeting, please try to be as precise as possible. Only say short sentences and say them as simple as possible so everybody can understand them. I have another principle just in my mind I was thinking about. I want to tell you right now. This is also a good principle. I have it from the internet and it works somehow. And I'm talking about, of course, meetings. I'm not talking about you meeting a friend or, I don't know, you're at a concert. I'm talking in a meeting. Before you speak, you could think. You think, is it true what I want to say? Am I speaking about the truth or am I lying? No one needs liars there. Is it helping? Does it bring us forward in the cause of the meeting? Is it maybe inspiring? I mean, that's obviously difficult to inspire people, but it could be if I say something, whoa, inspire other people to action. Is it necessary? Do I really have to say this now? And is it kind? Am I being polite? Am I being a nice person in saying this? I could think about those 5 steps before I speak, and then, if this is okay, then I speak. That sometimes works when you are in a meeting better than without thinking before you speak. This is a complicated model, and for me, you could reduce it to, is it true, is it necessary, and is it kind? If you have those 3 met, then just say it. Yeah. Another important thing is a protocol, like someone typing into the computer what is being said, because at many meetings I had the impression that things are being said and then forgotten. and at the next meeting you're talking about the same again, and at the next meeting about the same again. If you have it in written form, then this can't happen. You send out what was the result of this meeting, so everybody has it, everybody knows it. Every meeting should answer those at least 3 W's. Who is doing what until when? That's crucial for being productive in meetings. Of course you can do meetings and just talk, but they're not productive. If you want to have a productive meeting, then you must answer who and who exactly. You are doing this and that until next week. And this should also be in written form afterwards. Okay, don't forget to do breaks. Breaks are important. They should also be in the agenda, because after 1 hour, make a break of 5 minutes. It just makes things easier to have breaks. And of course, last point here, when is going to be the next meeting? Just make sure that the next meeting is fixed. And what was also good in our project was that we switched functions, like someone is doing the agenda this week and next week or next month someone else does it. Someone is typing into the computer what is being said, and next time it's someone else. So everybody gets to know those functions and knows how difficult they sometimes can be. Okay, those were a few points which I had from my experience, which make community meetings just simpler. Thanks for listening.